Prime Minister Modi says time has come for a decisive fight against terrorism. Addressing the Howdy Modi mega event in Houston, Prime Minister hails President Trump for standing firmly in this fight, calls for a standing ovation for him. Prime Minister says the nation has bid farewell to Article 370, asserts the move will bring people of Jammu, Kashmir and Ladakh into the national mainstream and unleash development in the region, calls for a standing ovation for all Indian parliamentarians for the historic decision. President Trump terms PM Modi a dedicated friend, hails him for lifting 300 million people out of poverty, says there is unprecedented bilateral investment between India and the US, creating new employment opportunities. President Trump also stresses on India-US cooperation in combating radical Islamic terror. Iran's president says it would present a new Gulf peace initiative at the United Nations, says foreign forces are threatening the security of the region, asks them to stay away. In sports, South Africa secure easy victory in third and final T20 match at Bengaluru. Level 3 match series 1-1 after the first match was washed away. Hello and welcome to this edition of the news. I'm Rukma and our top story. The moment that 50,000 people at the NRG Stadium, as well as billions across the world, were waiting for finally came alive. The president of the world's oldest democracy and the prime minister of the world's largest democracy walked onto the stage. President Trump and Prime Minister Modi made a joint appearance in a first-of-its-kind event. Howdy Modi. The atmosphere was electric. Prime Minister Modi welcomed President Trump, hailing him as a true friend of India.
This is extraordinary. This is unprecedented. The words of candidate Trump. अब की बार Trump Sarkar rang loud and clear. When I met him for the first time, he said to me, India has a true friend in White House. This morning in Houston, you can hear the heartbeat of this great partnership in this celebration of the world's two largest democracies. Mr. President, you had introduced me to your family in 2017, and today I have the honor to introduce you to my family.
The chemistry between the two leaders was clearly evident as they took a final victory lap around the NRG Stadium. After Madison Square Garden and San Jose, Howdy Modi added yet another dimension to Prime Minister Narendra Modi's diaspora outreach, and there could be no better acknowledgement than Modi too is a force to reckon with than the presence of President Trump. Without naming Pakistan, Prime Minister Modi lashed out at its hidden agenda that fuels terrorism and instability. He drew a parallel between 9/11 and 26/11, saying that the world knows where the roots of both are.
भारत अपने यहाँ जो कर रहा है, उससे कुछ ऐसे लोगों को भी दिक्कत हो रही है जिनसे खुद अपना देश संभल नहीं रहा है। इन लोगों ने भारत के प्रति नफरत को ही अपनी राजनीति का केंद्र बना दिया है। ये वो लोग हैं जो अशांति, आतंक के समर्थक हैं, आतंक को पालते पोसते हैं। उनकी पहचान सिर्फ आप नहीं, पूरी दुनिया अच्छी तरह जानती है। अमेरिका में 9/11 हो या मुंबई में 26/11 हो, उसके साजिशकर्ता कहां पाए जाते हैं? साथियों, अब समय आ गया है कि आतंकवाद के खिलाफ और आतंकवाद को बढ़ावा देने वालों के खिलाफ निर्णायक लड़ाई लड़ी जाए।
In a strong message to those sheltering terrorists, President Trump expressed America's commitment to eradicating radical Islamic terrorism.
We're looking forward to concluding several new defense deals very soon. There are a lot of them in the works. Today we honor all of the brave American and Indian military service members who work together to safeguard our freedom. We stand proudly in defense of liberty, and we are committed to protecting innocent civilians from the threat of radical Islamic terrorism. Both India and the United States also understand that to keep our communities safe, we must protect our borders. Border security is vital to the United States. Border security is vital to India. We understand that.
And well, here we take a short break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Well, Prime Minister Narendra Modi also lauded President Trump's role in the fight against terror.
यहां पर जोर देकर कहना चाहूंगा कि इस लड़ाई में प्रेसिडेंट ट्रंप पूरी मजबूती के साथ आतंक के खिलाफ खड़े हुए हैं। एक बार आतंक के खिलाफ लड़ने का राष्ट्रपति ट्रंप का जो मनोबल है, हम सब मिलकर के उनको भी स्टैंडिंग ओवेशन देंगे।
The Prime Minister said that India under Modi 2.0 was bidding farewell to several contentious issues that have acted as roadblocks to development. He said that the action on Article 370 was one such move.
हम देश में एक ट्रांसपेरेंट इकोसिस्टम बना रहे हैं ताकि विकास का लाभ हर भारतीय तक पहुंचे। और भाइयों बहनों, एक भी भारतीय विकास से दूर रहे, ये भी भारत को मंजूर नहीं है। देश के सामने 70 साल से एक और बड़ा चैलेंज था, जिसे कुछ दिन पहले भारत ने फेयरवेल दे दिया है। आप समझ गए? ये विषय है आर्टिकल 370 का। आर्टिकल 370 ने जम्मू कश्मीर और लद्दाख के लोगों को विकास से और समान अधिकारों से वंचित रखा था। इस स्थिति का लाभ आतंकवाद और अलगाववाद बढ़ाने वाली ताकतें उठा रही थी।
Prime Minister Narendra Modi also stressed on the fact that the decision on Kashmir was a democratic one that went through the rigors of a parliamentary vote. He called for a standing ovation for the Parliament of India.
साथियों, हमारी पार्लियामेंट के अपर हाउस, लोअर हाउस दोनों में घंटों तक इस पर चर्चा हुई, जिसका देश और दुनिया में लाइव टेलीकास्ट हुआ। भारत में हमारी पार्टी के पास अपर हाउस यानी राज्यसभा में बहुमत नहीं है। बावजूद इसके हमारी पार्लियामेंट के अपर हाउस और लोअर हाउस दोनों ने इससे जुड़े फैसलों को 2/3 बहुमत से पास किया है। मैं आप सबसे आग्रह करता हूं, हिंदुस्तान के सभी सांसदों के लिए स्टैंडिंग ओवेशन हो जाए।
As US President Donald Trump shared the stage with Prime Minister Narendra Modi, he hailed PM Modi's leadership and lauded his efforts in transforming the lives of millions of people.
Under Prime Minister Modi's leadership, the world is witnessing a strong, sovereign, and thriving Republic of India. In a single decade, with the help of Prime Minister Modi's pro-growth reforms, India has lifted nearly 300 million people out of poverty, and that is an incredible number. In the next decade, 140 million Indian households will rise to the middle class. In both India and the United States, we're seeing something really remarkable. Our people are prospering like never before, because we are slashing bureaucracy and cutting job-killing red tape.
The US President also saluted the role of Indian Americans in the prosperity of India and America. He said that the community is working hard in strengthening the two nations.
Every day, the Indian American community is helping to strengthen our country and build our future. Indian Americans are pioneering groundbreaking medicines to save countless lives. They're developing revolutionary technology that is changing the world, and they're founding new businesses that provide jobs to thousands of our fellow citizens. Prime Minister Modi, I look forward to working with you to make our nations even more prosperous than ever before. Every day, Indian Americans help write this story of American greatness. And everyone here today has a crucial part to play in building an even grander and greater American and Indian future.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi was presented with the keys to Houston City by its mayor Sylvester Turner on his arrival at the Howdy Modi mega event in Houston as the mark of respect and long-standing India-Houston ties. After welcoming PM Modi at the event, Turner handed over the oversized keys to the city of Houston to him. At the start of the event, Turner told the crowd that Houston is the most diverse city in the county. And for more updates, we now go across to our correspondent Shubhendu Ghosh, who is in Houston and who joins us now on the phone line. Shubhendu, well, a historic moment for Indians across the world as leaders of the two greatest democracies shared the stage today. What stood out was their united stand against terror, most of all. Take us through the atmosphere, first of all, inside the NRG Stadium and everything as it happened today.
Right, Rukma, talking about the atmosphere, it was absolutely electric. There was a lot of enthusiasm, excitement in the run-up to the Howdy Modi event for the past few days that we've been here. We've been talking to people there. All they come from different places in the United States, and they've been very excited for the program. But on this day, there's an unprecedented excitement, as if it was a carnival or a festival that the people had come for. And when the two leaders finally did arrive, all the crowd went up in a unison of roar. They were excited to see President Donald Trump alongside Prime Minister Narendra Modi. But the deeper and the more important message that came out of the Howdy Modi program, Rukma, was the manner in which it became very clear, and the clear message was sent out, that starting from the personal rapport between the two leaders, Prime Minister Modi and President Trump, to the larger interests and larger aspirations of United States and India. They are on the same page, and whether it's security, issue of terrorism, or it is about investment and boost to the economy, both the countries understood that cooperation is the way forward, and both leaders expressed in one voice that they're looking forward to do that.
Right, Shubhendu. Also, it was wonderful how President Trump lauded Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Clearly, word has gone out into the world of the efforts that the Prime Minister has made to better the condition of women in the country, for example, to better the condition of each and every person, of the last man in the queue.
Absolutely, Rukma, and it is also to be noted the manner in which both President Trump and Prime Minister Modi on a number of occasions referred to each other as my friends, talking about the sort of personal rapport of warmth, friendship and understanding that the two leaders share, which is critical for India and United States to work together as one team in the future. And yes, you rightly mentioned that the word has gone around about the key developments, progressive legislations that have happened in India. Prime Minister spoke about them, and the President of the United States also reiterated the efforts made by Prime Minister. What is important is that when President Trump was speaking, he was also speaking about the manner in which he has tried to transform the economy and the society of America, and how it came out. I mean, if we were to look at conclusions, we see a lot of parallel between the vision of making America great again and the vision, the aspiration of New India, because it involves a better world, a better life, a better economy and a safer world for both India and America. So a lot of convergence in the larger vision of the two leaders, Rukma.
Right, Shubhendu. And well, if you've spoken to people who attended the mega event today, what are they saying that what is the most significant memory of today's mega event? Is it that they would, carry home with them?
Right, Rukma, we could manage to speak to some of the people because remember, they were all part of Indian diaspora, Indian American community members. More than 50,000 of them had come. And I mean, we had spoken to them before the program as well, and it was about anticipation and excitement. But when the program concluded, there was a great sense of honor that they felt. They felt that the two big leaders, the Prime Minister of India, President of the United States, addressing Indian American community, hailing their legacy, talking about the potential that they have to transform the destiny of both the countries, and also reassuring that both the leaders, Prime Minister said that Indian government is always there for their welfare. President Donald Trump said that he will not leave any stone unturned for the development, for the progress of the already vibrant Indian-American community. So there was a sense of great honor and satisfaction on the faces of every member of the audience who had come to witness this mega program, because they got these assurances, confidence and motivation, and directly referring to their community by two of the leaders of two of the biggest democracies.
Right. Well, thank you, Shubhendu, so much for joining us there and for all your inputs. Shubhendu Ghosh, our correspondent there, who's been covering the mega event at Houston from the word go. And now moving on with presidential polls due in November 2020, Howdy Modi is a perfect platform for senators and congressmen to reach out to the 50,000 strong Indian diaspora from across the United States of America. Apart from President Trump and PM Modi, senators have converged at the NRG Stadium. Many of them will also be meeting Prime Minister Modi. 23 leaders welcomed the Prime Minister on stage. Top American lawmakers have pledged to strengthen Indo-US strategic ties and take them to a new level, as they see massive benefits in cooperating in several spheres, including economic and security cooperation. Our correspondents caught up with some of them. Let's listen in to what they had to say.
This is just such a unity. This is what we're calling the Community Summit. But to have two world leaders to come together in the biggest Indian-American gathering ever in U.S. history, pretty exciting day. But it is significant. You know, we live in a global world, and we want to show that we are so open, we are so ready to embrace and to benefit each other and prosper together. We are here to work in this global market, this global economy together, and we have so much that each other can offer. And so to come to terms to what we can offer each other and the significance and the impact of this unity, I think it's a great day, and I think it's great strides.
This is an incredible opportunity for two great nations, two great republics where the people democratically go and choose their leaders to come together on the world stage like never before. This is, I think, the beginning of something great. Good things are already happening, but I think this will be a way to propel that forward in a powerful way. Two men with big personalities, very energetic. They march to their own beat, they do their own thing, but they are excellent leaders. I have met Prime Minister Modi on a couple of occasions. I have great respect for him. I've met with him in India. I will be meeting with him again today here in the United States, and I'm glad that he has chosen to come. I think this was very wise, and it will be good for both of our nations. Indian people in the United States are some of the most entrepreneurial. They are leaders in science and technology and industry and small businesses that are thriving and excelling and employing people. I don't think there's too many opportunities that we don't want to explore. I want more Indian companies investing in Kentucky, where I live. As the governor of Kentucky, I have made clear we want foreign direct investment from India. We want companies from India employing our people, buying goods and services from us, and we will in turn buy from these Indian companies. The potential is great because the potential of the Indian people is limitless.
And Texas Senator Ted Cruz described the Howdy Modi event as an important opportunity to reflect on the enormous value of the relationship between the United States and India and the progress the two nations have made together. In an opinion piece published today in the Houston Chronicle, Cruz welcomed PM Modi as he reflected on the enormous value of the relationship between the two countries. Our correspondent Shubhendu Ghosh caught up with him.
We have with us Mr. Ted Cruz, Senator from Texas in the United States. So thank you for joining us for this conversation. Amazing energy and crowd here. How do you look at Howdy Modi?
Well, we are thrilled to welcome you. We're thrilled to welcome Prime Minister Modi here to Texas, here to my hometown of Houston. You know, this event is really a celebration Number one, of the friendship, the incredible friendship and alliance between America and India. Our countries are natural allies. We share a common history. We share intertwined commercial and business interests. We share national security interests. All of those bring our countries together. But this event is also a celebration of the incredible Indian American community in Texas and all across America. Just in Texas, we have over 500,000 Indian Americans who are part of our community, who are a vibrant part. And so this event is really celebrating and saying how much we appreciate the shared contributions.
Absolutely, and one of the highlights of the program today is that Prime Minister Narendra Modi from India and US President Donald Trump are going to share the stage. It's not a bilateral meet, it's a celebration. How significant is the moment for India and United States?
I think it is powerful. I'm very glad that President Trump is coming, to have President Trump and Prime Minister Modi together on the same stage here in Houston with 50,000 Indians and Americans and people celebrating that we are our brothers and sisters. We are working together as friends, and that together we're stronger. There are economic opportunities. Look, as a Houstonian, I'm particularly proud this is in Houston, my hometown. If you look at the opportunities on energy, Texas leads America in energy production, and Texas and India have really a growing trade in energy, and I think there's enormous upside, enormous potential for enhanced prosperity in India and enhanced prosperity
and I'm
here.
glad you mentioned.
And well, with that, we wind up this edition of the news. News and updates continue on DD News and DD India. Stay tuned. Namaskar.